Yes, children, welcome back. Now, you know what? As I told you, I'm going to talk about the skin of animals. How all the animals have different types of skin. You know what? Just look here, have a look at here. Later, you can make a note of it. You can pause the video and make a note of this chart and the points. You know what? Have you observed the feathers? Birds have feathers, children. Does animals like cows, elephants, etc. have feathers on them? No, the birds have feathers on the skin. Yes, because it helps them to keep warm. Okay, it helps them to protect from heat and cold. And you know what? They also helps in flying. The wings, which are again covered with feathers, and the feathers are very light in weight. Yes, children, the feathers are very light in weight. They are not too heavy. Hence, they can fly up high in the sky. If they are heavy, what will happen? They will fall, right? They will fall back. Just if you observe a ball and a balloon, throw a ball up in the sky, what will happen? It will soon fall down, but when the balloon is still up, it is still up and it is taking some time to come back down. Why it is so? The balloon is very, very light in weight when compared to the ball. Yes, children, I want you to do this activity, okay? And then what you observe, tell me, okay? So you can throw a ball and a balloon, or else you can throw an eraser. An eraser you can throw up in the sky, and a leaf you can throw up in the sky, and see which one comes down first. The object which is heavier in weight, right? So the feathers in birds helps the birds to keep them warm, to keep itself warm even in the condition, in different climatic conditions. But not only that, it also helps to fly up high in the sky. And coming to the animals like polar bear, Arctic fox, okay, sheep, etc., you can find fur on them. Yes, you can find thick fur covered, okay, on the skin of these animals, because polar bear, as the word polar itself says, that it lives in a very cold polar regions which are very cold to survive. So the fur acts as sweaters and blankets, okay. In polar bears and Arctic foxes, what happens? The fur and the hair on them, the thick hair on the bears, acts as sweaters and blankets, okay. Not only that, even in sheep, yes, children, and these fur in sheep, again, it is used as woolen, right? It is used to make woolen sweaters, woolen blankets, which again keeps us warm. So these fur and thick hair in such animals, okay, on the skin of such animals, fur and hair helps them to keep warm, okay, even in different climatic conditions. So, and here when you see, you have seen shells. Have you seen a shell, hard shell covered on the animals like tortoise, snail? Yes, children, if not, you can see in this book, there is a tortoise, and there is a tortoise, and up there is a shell. It is hard. It helps them to what? To hide inside the shell when the other predators. You know what are predators? Here I have written predators. Predators are the animals which are stronger and which hunts smaller animals for food. Yes, children. So, it helps to escape from the predators. It hides inside the shell. So, on the skin of animals like tortoise and snail, you can find shells. Yes, and even in animals like snakes, crocodiles, lizards, you can find scales on them. Scales means not the scale I am holding in my hand, but the scales are the texture, are the type of texture the skin has. Yes, it is very scaly texture. Hence, it is known as scales. If not, you can find here in the picture, okay, in the book itself, you can find the crocodile. You can observe that it has scales on the, yes, on the skin of animals like crocodiles, snakes and lizard. Yes, children, you can Read it in the very first sentence itself in this para on page number 12. Okay? And you know what? If you just observe why there are so many different types of fur, feather, shells, scales on different animals on the skin, why do they all have this? Because to survive in different climatic conditions. Yes, and also to protect itself from the predators. Okay, children, to survive better. This is how the life cycle is, right? So the bigger animals, the stronger animals hunts the smaller one and the weaker animals for food. They are called predators. And the smaller animals, okay, the weaker animals, they are known as prey, which serves as food for the predators. They are known as prey. P-R-E-Y-S, prey. Yes, children, you know what? In some animals like, yes, like tiger and zebra. Here I have written tiger and zebra. You can find different patterns on the skin. The zebras have stripes. Stripes means like this. They have stripes. Okay, the sleeping lines, the standing lines, they have stripes. While the tigers, they have spots. Yes, they have spots on them, means a big. You have seen on few dogs also they have spots, a big dots like this. They are called as spots. Because why? It all serves, it does some function. It has a function for the animals to survive in all climatic conditions, in different climatic conditions. Okay, do they have fans? Do they have ACs to turn? Yes, to turn on and to keep themselves cool? No, right? Or do they have sweaters and blankets to put on and to keep themselves warm? No, right? So, this is how the nature is. It has given wonderful gifts for animals, yes, to survive better. In which climatic condition or in the environment it is living in. Yes, children, isn't it wonderful? And you know what? You have seen frogs, right? And the skin in the frogs actually breathe. It helps to breathe. Yes. And you know what? Have you seen porcupines? Porcupines have, what do they have? They have sharp hair, okay, on their body. It is an animal which have sharp hairs, pointed hairs on their body, which actually acts as needles. So when the predators, that is, I told you predators, they hunt these smaller and weaker animals, right? So when they come to hunt them, actually they can't hunt them and they can't eat, because the porcupines have such sharp pointed hairs on them. It will poke and it will hunt, actually hurt the predator which is hunting. And that is how the porcupines escape. Yes, children. And you know what? One more thing. There is an animal called chameleon. C-H-A-M-E-L-E-O-N. Chameleon. Actually, it changes the color of its skin. So, when it is on the trunk of the tree or the branch of the tree, what color it is? The trunk of the tree, it is brown in color usually, right? So when the chameleon is on the trunk of the tree, it changes its skin color to brown. And when it is on the leaf, okay, for example, if a chameleon is sitting on a leaf, the leaf is green in color and the chameleon turns the skin color, its skin color to green. Yes, that is known as camouflage. It has camouflage. The skin is camouflage. That means which helps to hide. Okay, camouflage means, the meaning is hide. That means the skin helps to hide from the predators which may come and hunt the chameleon and eat it. So this is the gift it has. Okay, the gift is like it changes the skin color. Okay, on where it is sitting. So it changes to that color. If it is sitting on a leaf, it changes its color into green. If it is sitting on the trunk, to brown, and so on. So these are the, okay, these are the types of skins and the skin is covered in different types of animals. So as I told you, as I explained you about the ears of animals, different types of different kinds of ears the animals have.